What up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews and today we are going to unbox the Ichiban Kuji EX One Piece Girls Collection Prize B ULTI figure. Before we get started, a quick shout out to our figure provider, Chronicles Inc. If you've never heard of Chronicles Inc., they are a local Singapore shop that sells figures and toys. I've been buying most of my One Piece figures from them for a few years now. They are an excellent shop, they are very reliable and they have a wide selection. And not only do they sell locally, they also ship overseas. So if you're interested to find out more about them or want to buy some figures, play some Ichiban Kujis, go ahead to their website to check them out or visit their social media handles like Facebook and Instagram. Alright, let's take a quick look at the box here. Right at the front, we have an image of ULTI, the character name, series name, prize B. This is the side, another image of ULTI here. The other side, another photo showing us more of ULTI's right. This is the back. At the top here, we have a white toy sticker to prove its authenticity. As you can see, the figure is brand new and sealed. We are going to do the unboxing together. Let's go. This is how the figure looks like, and just like Black Maria, she doesn't come with other additional parts, other additional accessories, so just one piece. And first impressions, I gotta say that she honestly looks really good. The details just looks fantastic, and she is a lot bigger than I thought she would be. That caught me by surprise, and I think she might scale with some of the Creator X Creator series, maybe even some of the Figure Colosseum figures, some of the BWFC figures, we will find out later. One other thing I noticed is that this figure is not very stable, and I'm trying to show you guys here is that you can see she's actually a bit wobbly at the bottom. So there could be two reasons. One is that the base is not as flat as it should be, or that the cape that she wears is a bit too top heavy, so she's sort of like leaning towards this direction. So I'm not sure if that is going to cause a problem in the long term with any leaning issues, etc. I do think that she would have benefited from a supporting stand, like maybe over here, just to prop her up. Doesn't prevent any leaning, or maybe they should make the base wider so it wouldn't have this kind of issues. Let us take a closer look at the figure starting from the head sculpt. In terms of character likeness, I have no issues at all. She looks exactly like ULTI from the source material. The face looks perfect. You can see the horns are really well done with some veins. All these are sculpted on, so we can appreciate the 3D depth. We also have the eyes, the eyelashes, eyebrows, and the mask that she wears that covers up most of her face. Towards the left though, there's something weird, and I'm pretty sure that it's not supposed to be there. Can you see that on the camera? This white little part, like, you know, almost like it's not finished properly, that seems to be sticking out on the side of the face. I look at a picture on the box, on a prototype. It's not there at all, so I'm pretty sure this is an error, which is pretty major because it's right on the face and it's actually quite evident, quite obvious once you notice it. So they did well in terms of the overall sculpt, but the finishing, the QC, man, that could have been better. Moving on to the hair and the horns, I think generally it is well done, but maybe the connection between the hair to the forehead, like the hairline, that could have been a bit more seamless. Here it looks a bit patchy, looks like it's a very isolated and separate piece. Overall, the details and the coloring are all quite good, as you can see. Generally blue in color with some pink streaks running through, some white streaks running through, and the horns themselves, they give it a very bony texture, some shading towards the bottom of the horns. Flow of the hair captures ULTI's movements to the front well, so most of them are just sort of like brushing towards the back. They look good, so no problems whatsoever. And you can even see the pink streaks that I mentioned at certain areas. ULTI's body is fantastic as well. With the outfit, you can see all the creases on it. They're definitely going for hyperrealism here, which is probably by the same sculptor that usually does all the Ichiban Kuji figures. So that is his style, his MO is very good with this. and you can see creases all the way down to the skirt. Very well done to just show, like, you know, the positioning of her body, the pose, the way she is moving, and of course a lot of significant shading and shadowing to add to areas that are covered up more by light. The ribbon at the front also shows movement towards our right to capture ULTI's motion. Her chest is very big, as you can see. It is of significant volume. Her cape is brilliantly done. The details are fantastic. Let me just try to show more light on it. There you go, you can see that. Same for other side, the top part. You can probably just see that for yourself. Absolutely fantastic. And the side of it is supposed to be fur, so it has a rough texture painted in white color. Same for the ones over here. For ULTI's tail, I think they've done a pretty good job as well. Trying to make it look like a dinosaur tail, a lizard tail. So in terms of like the skin, like skin texture of how it is usually on dinosaurs, on lizards, they sort of captured that well. The sculpt quality and painting, I have no issues at all. More significant yellow towards this side, the top side of the tail. Her claws on her hands and her legs are all great as well. You can see that they're painted black in color. The transformed areas around the arms and legs, generally they're just yellow in color. In terms of texturing, it is very similar to the tail, so they try to give it a very scaly effect. And you can even see all these sort of lines they added around some of the fingers. Some of the bone structures, very good. Her feet here, angled and shaped in a way that they're supposed to be the same as the dinosaur. I can't remember the name of the dinosaur for her devil fruit. I just remember it being very difficult to pronounce, so I'll just leave it out. But looking at the sculpt, it is very well done. I have no complaints at all. Maybe just something I noticed, some of the seam lines at the bottom in some areas, they can be a bit significant, so they could finish it, sand it down more so it's less obvious. But transition, like looking at over here, transition from like her normal human thighs to the dinosaur legs, it is so well done. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a single piece, it seems that way. It is so wonderfully sculpted and molded. I don't feel any issues at all. Very natural feeling. For those of you interested, you can't really see anything below. No underwear at all, from what I can tell. The base itself just looks like mud rock, some sort of debris. I think I wouldn't spend too much time on this, you can see them for yourself. And maybe just some parts, there are some significant shading, like over here towards our left. And the bottom, this is how it looks like. The height of this figure from the bottom of the base to the top of her hand, that is around 21 cm, around 8 1/4 inches. If you're asking to the top of the head, let's say the horns, that is around 18.5 cm, around 7 1/4 inches. Here I have taken out my Creator X Creator Zoro figure so we can do a bit of comparison. And in terms of scale, I think they are very close to each other, at least from what I'm seeing in front of me. Of course, if you don't care about ULTI's actual size, I know that in this hybrid form, she's supposed to be like a giant, absolutely massive, maybe similar to Black Maria. But if you don't care about that, you just want something like, you know, normal human size and something to display her next to, I believe the Creator X Creator series will be a good fit. Here, I have taken out my Ichiban Kuji Gear Form Boundman and Snakeman, in case you're wondering how they look like next to each other. And if you want to display ULTI versus Luffy face-off. Some figure Colosseum figures that I have, this is Doflamingo and this is Crocodile. In my opinion, she will also fit in well with a display of this dynamic figures. Alright guys, in conclusion, this figure is really good. If you are a fan of ULTI, I think this is a figure you should get. Generally, no major issues whatsoever, just some minor things here and there. The bigger problems may be just the finishing here on the side of the face, but it just could be the QC for this figure. I'm not sure if it's the same for the other ULTI figures. And the other thing, maybe just the balancing issue on the base could have been better, make it less wobbly, and they could have added a supporting stand. Alright, as usual, let me know what you guys think of this figure in the comments section below. If you like my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share them with your friends. If you're new here, you like what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.